Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm trying something completely new, embroidery. So I recently got this embroidery hoop and today I thought why not just give it a try and see how it goes. First I'm loosening this little screw so that I can separate the two rings. Once I loosen it, I'm going to take the smaller hoop first and place my fabric over it and then put the large hoop on top. And then I'm pressing it down properly and tightening the screw. The main thing here is to make sure that the fabric is nice and tight inside the hoop. I have already cut a piece of embroidery thread and I'm just making the end slightly wet so it's easier to pass through the eye of the needle. And then I'm inserting the thread into the needle and keeping one side shorter and the other side longer. And I'm making a small knot on the longer side. And now I am ready to start stitching. The first stitch I am trying is the running stitch. This is one of the most basic embroidery stitches. As I am working on this, I am realizing that embroidery is actually quite relaxing. There are so many different types of stitches that you can learn. And it doesn't have to be perfect, especially when you're a beginner. I think the fun part is just experimenting, making little mistakes and slowly getting better. So this is very much a learning experience for me. Next, I am trying the back stitch. For this one, instead of leaving spaces between each stitch, I am bringing the needle back to the end of the previous stitch. So I stitch forward, then bring the needle back to connect with the previous stitch. This gives a much more continuous line. After that, I wanted to try a split stitch. The basic idea is quite similar. Instead of bringing the needle back beside the previous stitch, I am taking it through the middle of the previous thread. So the needle actually splits the thread as I make the next stitch. And finally, I wanted to try one of the stitches that I have always found really pretty, the French knot. For this, I bring the needle up through the fabric and wrap the embroidery thread like around 4 to 5 times around the needle. Then I hold the thread and carefully pull the needle through to create that little knot on the fabric. French knots can be really useful for adding tiny details like flower centers, eyes, dots, and little decorative elements. And that's it for today. This is what I managed to create on my very first embroidery attempt. And I'll see you in the next video.